It is 11:45 on your Friday, Election Day, in the rearview mirror this morning. But the discussions over the results and what happens next really just getting started. And happening next week, a virtual post-election analysis. Joining me to talk about this through 10 TV is Christopher Herring with the Global Chamber. Thank you for being here, sir.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Nice to have you. So this is called How Will America Lead in 2025? Quite the question. Talk to me about the plans for this here.
Well, I think that as a business community, everyone wants to know how to respond under the new administration.
Yeah.
Now, is it really new? We've actually experienced President Trump once before. So it's really about how do we continue to keep our market engaged and empower business owners to be able to be their very best.
So the focus of this is global leadership and international trade. You've said we've seen it the first term.
Right.
Expecting some potential changes this time around. But these two things are crucially important, especially in Texas, when you look at all the business relationships. So just talk about that.
Well, in the state of Texas, you know, we've been blessed. Actually, if you look at Texas as a state, if you look at our economy and how we perform, we would actually be like the seventh largest nation in the world if we were our own economy. So when we're looking at what Texas does, we lead the nation in exports and in trade. Our trade partners have been Mexico, Canada, and the third is the Netherlands, which most people probably didn't even know. So our job really is to help to empower the 93% of small and mid-sized businesses to be able to continue to perform. My job as the executive director of Global Chamber Austin, Houston, and San Antonio is to let the business community know that we're going to continue to serve them and to continue to open markets up for them to be able to do their role as business owners.
So as we reported this morning, the president-elect starting to get the transition team in. We're starting to get some names for the cabinet. What are you telling your folks about what to expect in this second term and how important that is?
Yeah, so whether it was Vice President Harris or whether it's President Trump, it really doesn't matter the leader. The real thing that's important is for every business owner to be flexible and to get in there and to do what they do best, which is to lead. When I look at the performance of our state, I'm always impressed with how well we are engaged around the world. We have a campaign that I lead called Making Global Local, and that's a part of the U.S. Trade and Development Agency. We've had that role to help let small business owners know that whatever they have, we can send around the world. We can do it as long as they ask us and get in the game.
So how can people join in on this?
Yeah, so I'm as the executive director of Global Chamber San Antonio. They can go to our website, globalchamber.org. I'm also located at Evolve Medical Group right there of 8721 Botts Lane. And they can send me an email at christopher@globalchamber.org. These are ways in which they can actually get engaged. And you know, we're also going into Veterans Day weekend. So I want to give a special shout out to my veterans because I'm a veteran. We have businesses that have products like Miss Q Premium Barbecue Sauce, which is a veteran-owned business by Mr. Charles Taylor. And then I have some other folks in which we'll actually have on a podcast on Monday on Veterans Day. So you should see that information on Global Chamber's website.
I was going to ask you why you brought that.
Oh yeah, no, always promoting veterans and our businesses, because if you don't know about Global Chamber, then you should know that we promote businesses, especially those who want to take their product service outside of Texas, outside of the nation, into markets where they've never ever gone before.